Yello Lawkers, welcome back to another video with me, Larissa. Today we're going to be going over my August monthly budget. Alright, so lots to discuss today. First off, if you're wondering where I got these cute glasses and this awesome thing, this shawl, cardigan, scarf thing, you'll have to check out my video at the end of the month for all the deets because I'm obsessed. I am so comfy. This thing is so soft. Anyway, regardless, we have a lot to cover today and my battery will most likely overheat quite a bit. So we're just gonna get right into it right away. My August monthly budget was meh. I did not do as well as I was wanting to, and that's okay. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that great either. So let's just go through the monthly rundown stuff and we'll get into Utah stuff because that's exciting. It was a 4-week budget. Again, I messed up. It was supposed to be 5 weeks. It was a 4-week budget. I just said whatever. So September is going to be a 5-week budget. We'll get into that. Consumables, $600 was my budget. I spent $542.92. Other was $200. I spent $156. Supplements, $175, and I spent $175. But I also bought more from my consumables budget, if that makes sense. So I definitely went over for supplements, but I have a feeling that's gonna just be a regular thing because I buy a lot of supplements. Car loan, my goal was to put away $40 towards that. I only ended up putting $30 because I went to Utah, so I wasn't working that week. So still 30 is good. I mean, not as great as I wanted it to be, but it is what it is. My savings, my goal was $170 and I put away $202, so that was exciting. I exceeded that, which I didn't think I would do. Emergency fund, $40 was my goal. I only hit 30, just like the car loan. And my slush fund, my goal was $200. I only did $131. And yeah, it's okay. I shouldn't have been so lofty with that one. So I went to Utah a couple weeks ago. You're gonna see those vlogs in the next couple weeks. I'm very excited. They're so fun and beautiful. But anyway, that trip costed money, honey. With that, it kind of screwed over my consumables budget and my other budget because I just used that and then like I set aside a budget for Utah as well out of my slush fund. We'll get into that next. Let's just go over September goals quick and then we'll get into everything else. So for September, it's a 5-week budget. My goals are consumables, $750, my other $250, supplements, $175, same thing. Car loan, emergency are set at $40. Slush fund, we'll do $200, and savings is $300. So we'll see how that goes. Exciting news on that front. We'll just do that right away. I've increased my hours at work and they continually could be increased come fall, so that's very exciting. Oh, I'm just so pumped to just like be working more and more regularly and getting that paycheck. And then also I finally got the call back to start teaching group fitness again. So I'll be starting that either this coming week or in a couple weeks. I'm just so pumped. I miss teaching so much. That is like what I was put on this earth to do, is teach group fitness, and I absolutely love it. I'm so excited to get back into it. Oh, it'll be nice. I went to Utah, like I said, a couple weeks ago, and I did an Airbnb, a car rental. I flew there, and then I ate a lot. And so here's kind of the price breakdown. I budgeted $1,500 for that trip. And my goal was actually 1,400, but I put 1,500 as like a buffer. And the Airbnb costed $660 about. My car rental costed $431 roughly. My flight, I used my miles, which I use my credit card for everything, but I treat it like a debit card, so I pay it off weekly just to get the miles for Delta. And love it. If you can control your credit card and pay it off in full every month or every week or whatever, use the rewards for that. If you can't be trusted or you can't trust yourself with doing that, don't do it. Like, just don't. But I'm really good about that. I treat it as a debit card. I never spend more than I have budgeted out and more than I have in my bank account, which is great. So I used my miles for that, and then they charge you like a little fee. So I only spent 11 bucks on my flight. So exciting about that. And I really liked Delta because they are taking sanitary precautions. You wear your mask. They space everybody out really well. Like, they always keep a middle seat open unless you're flying with your family or something. So you're not right next to everybody, which is awesome. I love that, and I want that forever because I hate sitting next to people on planes. I had a good experience with Delta, and they brought out little snacks and they had them in individually packed bags, which was great. Big fan, had a great experience with Delta. And my weekly expenses, so this was like food, fun, like I bought a mug and a sweatshirt. Mainly I bought food. I ate out a lot. Like, I ate out every day, or I went to Target and bought food. So I ate breakfast and dinner at my Airbnb. Like, I went and did groceries, meal prepped, and then I would go out to eat for lunch. Sometimes I did go to Target again. I went to Target like 50 times, I swear. And I would pick up just like microwavable meals or something. But I did eat out a lot while I was down there. And my total like expenses for that for the week were $423 roughly. So that was more than I thought, but that also includes, because I am an extreme overpacker and didn't weigh my suitcase before I boarded the flight, and I had to pay a heavy bag fee of $100 on the way there. So that was great. And then on the way back, I was like, oh, I'll just go get a cheap duffel bag from Target again, and I'll just pay like the second bag fee. Well, Target was like out of duffel bags, except for one that I found that I would use again. That cost 30 bucks, and I was like, oh, it was so frustrated because then the second bag fee is like $40 or $45. So instead of spending $100, I spent like $70 or $75 on the way back with my luggage. So $175 was due to my stupidity and overpacking tendencies. And I spent $175 on that. And if I wouldn't have, I would have easily hit my budget max, but that's I mean, it is what it is. So the total amount that I spent with this trip, with Airbnb, everything, was $1,523, which I didn't think was too bad. It was $23 more than I was expecting, which isn't the end of the world. So I was very proud of myself in that aspect, and like, I paid for this on my own. It was just me, no splitting. It's really nice when you travel with people and can split costs, but this was just me. And I am proud of like what I did. I was there for like 7 nights, 6 days. Is that right? 6 days, 7 nights? I don't know. I was there for an entire week, so I thought that was pretty good for like what I was doing. So next up, oh, my camera's gonna overheat, so we're gonna just talk really fast. So some decisions that I have made are, I went ahead and canceled a bunch of subscriptions. I canceled Skillshare, so I'm not gonna be renewing that next year around springtime. I canceled FabFitFun. I'm really sad about that one. I really love it, but it's just none of this stuff is like anything that I necessarily need. It's super great to like try new products, and I have found so many great products with that, but it just I just don't necessarily need anything, and I would like to just, you know, pocket that money instead, or like put it in my savings account for now. I may resubscribe sometime in the future when I'm more financially secure. I also canceled my Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN bundle. I am a monogamous TV show watcher. So I only watch one show at a time, and Netflix has just been killing the game with that. And so I've just been watching Netflix only still. My dad has that subscription. He lets me like hop on there, which is super nice of him. And at this time, it doesn't make sense for me to have Disney Plus or Hulu or ESPN. Like, I love Hulu for the fact that my favorite TV show, Normal People, is on there. But other than that, like, I haven't really used it. Oh, also, Handmaid's Tale is on there. So I will subscribe again eventually, just not right now. I also decided to discontinue my Adobe Creative Cloud, which is what I edit everything with for the time being. I may just subscribe to a smaller bundle, but they had like a student deal when I originally signed up, but that was like $340 or something. And I don't need that. I use Premiere Pro and Photoshop. And I would love to learn how to do After Effects, but just timeline right now, I just don't need the Creative Cloud. I just need like 2 things. So I may or may not just like do a smaller package, but I also have iMovie on my Mac, and that's free with my Mac. So I may just stick with that for right now. We'll see how that goes. That doesn't re-up until February. All right, and my new slush fund goal is $1,500. I think I'm at like $500 or $600, and I would love to have $1,500 in there because I am buying a new iPad. I am buying the iPad Pro with the Magic Keyboard and the pencil, because my iPad is just, it keeps crashing. I use it every day in clinic, and it's just, it cannot keep up with the interface, and it's just super annoying. And I would love to utilize my note-taking apps way more. I love pencil and paper, love so much. However, I take notes so much on my computer, and I like how it's always there. I will be doing that. Hopefully I'll hit my goal within the next couple months, and that will be swell. Lastly, I did buy a Hypervolt. If you don't know what that is, it's like a massage gun, and a lot of docs as in chiropractors and PTs and anybody that does any skeletal muscle work use it on muscles on their patients, and I would love to use it on myself and eventually my patients one day. It's a great tool to have, especially since it's great for keeping hand health alive, because working massage therapists, I don't know how they do it, because that's a lot of work and it's a lot on your hands. So I bought a Hypervolt. My school does a huge group order, and we get a ginormous discount, and I'm trying to get everything that I possibly can, like equipment wise, for my future clinic, because they give such great student discounts. So I got the Hypervolt, that's a check off my list. I need to get like a JTech or an activator, and I need to get a Graston set. Those are like my for sure things, and then eventually I'll get like fancier things like an E-stem machine or something. Oh, a TENS unit would be good. I'll probably get a TENS unit before I graduate as well. That's all I have for this month. I am excited to continue to get back to work and have more hours at work and start teaching again, so I can put all that money into my savings account, because I really would love to hit my $9,000 minimum in my savings account before I graduate. I don't think it's gonna happen. I really don't, but I want to get as close as I possibly can, and that'll be so amazing if that is possible, because I want that cushion. I want to be able to live in a nice safe apartment after I graduate. I would love to live alone when I do my last internship, but I don't think that's gonna happen, and that's okay. It is what it is. I will find nice roommates, but we can get into that more when we get closer because I have some exciting news on that front as well. Just things are falling into place. I'm gonna get going. Please give this video a thumbs up if you love these type of videos, kind of seeing how I budget, and any questions that you may have, put them in the comment box below. I would love to help answer anything. Look forward to this month's videos because they're so fun. I'm so excited for you guys to see them. I think you'll really enjoy them. And subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you're notified when I upload new videos such as this one or any of the other ones on my channel. Respect others, respect yourself, and do something amazing with your day. Thanks, bye!